What's crack-a-lackin', dudes and dudettes? It's Ness, and you're watching NES Collectibles, and we got more One Piece coming your way. We have to definitely talk about what's coming up next. We're going to be getting the starter decks as well as the OP01, which I'm super duper stoked for. There's so much going on. Let's get right into it. So first we've got the Winter Monkey D. Luffy promo. This was from the Super Pre-release. That was the only way you could get this, was by winning that, as far as I know. And it's still up there in price, guys. There's not going to be many of these out there. You know, I assume it's probably going to hold a pretty high price for a very long time, unless they re-release it to be one at new tournaments or something along those lines, which is entirely possible. It's just unlikely. It's gonna hold that high price for a while, and it keeps jumping up and down. You know, the last video I did, I think it was, when we first looked at it, it was like $2,000. But now we've got more people coming on to TCG Player. They're bringing the cards, so these prices will go down. Obviously, this did jump down quite a bit from what it was. We've got the cases of boxes being sold now, and the booster box prices are going down. This is great. This is definitely what we want to see. As we get into a new card game, we don't want to be paying ridiculous scalped prices because of rarity for the card games, and just poor allocation, things like that. I think that Bandai knows what's going on. They understand how big it's been in Japan. They're definitely upping their print runs, and I think that fingers crossed everything stays this way, and that these are good prices that stay low and hopefully get a little bit lower, because usually the boxes for Digimon, I think, run about $70 to $80. So I'm hoping that One Piece will follow suit, as it's followed suit with everything else that they've done for their design. So that's super exciting. The Super Pre-release starter decks are going to always command a high price now. Hopefully they're never being reprinted, because that was special for the event, and that was something very fun. And although it's a bummer that not all the stores who wanted to do it got to do it, I think that these are something that should be a collector's item, and these are cool. They are reprinting these exact same decks coming on December 2nd, minus the alternate art for the leaders, and the Super Pre-release stamp isn't going to be on all the cards. So, but those are coming right here. Do not pay $94 for these. Please, 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 please don't do that. These are $12-13 a piece, like max. You'll be able to find them in stores. We'll be able to get them. They're going to keep printing these. They want people to be able to buy these to start the game. These are the starter decks. You need to buy 2 of them if you want a play set of all the cards, because in the decks you only get a maximum of 2 of each of the super rares. So as a heads up, you will need to buy 2 of each, just like in Digimon. Again, looking at some of these prices, like if you buy the Super Pre-release, you're going to get 2 of these Don Quixote Don Flamingos. Don't pay this price. Like, that's arbitrage. The fact that somebody can sell 2 of these and almost pay for a full starter deck and get all the other cards for free is kind of insane. Don't do that. You know, you're going to end up with, you get this blue starter deck, you're going to get the blue crocodile leader, you're going to get 2 of the Don Flamingos, as well as all the other blue cards that come in that deck. So don't do it. Like, these are jacked up prices, because there's so few things listed. So do not let them trick you here. Scrolling down, we do have some of the alternate art leaders. These might honestly be a pretty good price, just based on the fact that this is the only real alternate art in these decks. So this might be worth picking up if you don't want to buy the decks outright and you just want to buy the regular stars to play the regular cards, and you want the cool alternate art leaders. I would say these are the best cards to pick up from these sets. The other thing, once you start looking at some of this stuff, like, again, it's just crazy how much some of this stuff is selling for. Please don't pay these prices. These are insane. people are just trying to make money here, and it's absurd. Wait for these prices. These prices will go down if you want these cards. Get them from the other starter decks that are coming out, or just buy the full super pre-release starter. You'll get 2 of them. As for the pre-sale on a lot of the not the super pre-release, on the Romance Dawn pre-sales, don't pay these prices, guys. Like, people are going to open so much product. There's going to be so much more flooding the market soon. The only reason to do this is if you're going to try and like send them off to get graded as fast as possible or something like that. But again, I think the cards that really seemed like they were going to be worth picking up early if they were a good price was going to be the alternate arts. And just looking here, if we pull up Romance Dawn, I mean, I'm not seeing any of the alternate arts for pre-order. I mean, that's out of stock. So most of them are out of stock. But so we can't even say if these are really going to be a good deal or not. For whatever the one possible person that pre-ordered this got. Looking at the card list, if you look at the cards here on the One Piece website, you can see that, we've got multiple of, the same card, kind of just with different arts. We got the cool manga versions of the leaders. Those are super duper awesome. These are not the most common to pull. Do understand that these, you'll get, I think, about 4 or 5 leaders per box that are just the regular ones. If the English release is similar to the Japanese release, these manga versions, I think they were coming about 1 in every 2 to 4 boxes in the Japanese. Maybe even less, to be honest. So these are super cool. Be on the lookout for those. We do have alternate arts. Those usually came 1 in a box. So things like the Sanji here, or the Nami, or the Zoro. All of these special alternate arts are super duper cool. They're going to be sought after. People are going to love them. Still not sure what the English pricing is going to be for these. They are pretty expensive in, the Japanese set. So don't be surprised if they jump way up, but they'll definitely come back down as more sets come out and more product is opened. So the big card for the set that you want to be hunting for is this manga Shanks. It's super duper cool. These are super rare. I think they've jumped way down in price. When they first came out, it was over $2,000. Now it's way down in the Japanese release. So I'm expecting this to possibly do something similar with the English release. Hopefully it's not as rare as it was initially. But there's 3 versions of Shanks out there and only 2 of Yamato. The Yamato Secret Rare Alternate Art is also super cool, and this one did fetch a pretty high price when it first came out as well. Not quite as high as the manga Shanks though. This one was probably in the $350 range. So right off the bat, tons and tons of events happening. In the English release, starting in December, we are going to have the Pirates Party. This is a more casual event. It allows people to come in, get started, learn how to play, things like that, and you're just going to get like a participation award type of card, which is going to be, I'm going to be King of the Pirates. So this is promo number 24, and so that should be pretty easy to get a hold of. Super exciting. For these different series of tournament events in store, there's going to be a lot of other stuff happening. On December 2nd, we are also starting the Store Tournament Volume 1. This is super cool because you have the chance to win packs. There's going to be card lists featured in the tournament packs, which is super great. These are 1-card packs that when you go and play, you get like a participation promo. So that is super duper cool. And Oh, and here it is. Here it is. We found it. The Uta deck is also going to be sent out. So, promotion card set 1 exclusive for December store tournaments. So, that's awesome. That's where you're going to get a huge number of the promos that. So that's great. I'm super stoked. They're going to be giving these out. Can't wait. Then one of the things that they did with this set, which is also kind of special, they're doing winter versions of these 5 promos that you could get for participating, and they seem to have modified the art a little bit. Like if you see there, so these, in their backgrounds, they're kind of, there's some background stuff. When you get to the winter promos, you got Luffy in the background, and then it says winter, and same with this one. So they kind of like copied the art, brought it back over, and they did this cool burn away effect. Very, very cool. And I gotta say, like, it's cool because you win and then you get one card. You get one of these, just one. And you open it up and hopefully you get the one you want. But so these could end up being certainly more expensive, similar to the winter promos from the Super pre-release. I don't think they'll fetch quite that much because that was a one-time gig, and I think that you're going to have multiple tournaments throughout December and the chance to win these. And this is not just December. This one goes all the way through February. So lots and lots of chances to win these. It's going to be great. Super excited for these. Very, very cool. Again, you have to sign up through Bandai TCG Plus, just like you did with the Super pre-release. As I talked about before, premium card collection's up. These are super duper cool. They are alternate arts of all of the Straw Hats with that manga love. Like, let's just, I know it's going to take a second to load. It's because I'm recording. There we go. So you get the sweet Monkey D. Luffy. Again, this is promo number 1. They've done this card so many times. The Zoro is my favorite of all of this because it's the only leader. If y'all haven't noticed, it is awesome. This is the leader from Romance Dawn, the very first card in it, OP 0100000001. Because Zoro's number 1. In all of our hearts. Sanji looks great. We got Usopp. I love that these are like, I love the manga art in the background, and it's just so aesthetically pleasing that they did all the coloring. It's so good. Okay. I want a playset of these. I ordered 2 of them, so I might keep one sealed and I might open one so that I can play with it and enjoy it. But these are super duper neat. The first 6,000 people to buy these do get 10 sleeves. These are going to be alternate art sleeves. So it's going to be, I think it's just one or the other, but then later we're going to be getting the boxes that have the playmats for Luffy and Yamato, and I think there's promo cards in there as well. Until they put it up on the site, I'm not 100% sure, but that has that will give you the other sleeves. So these are kind of great for Dons, or if you just have 10 really cool sleeves. Maybe they want you to put all 10 of these cards in those sleeves. That would make sense. They also released the playmat and the deck box for the Meet the One Piece 25th anniversary event. So that's cool. That one was also available to get the sleeves with it. And we've got the regular sleeves, which I've showed off a number of times on this channel. Check out all the other One Piece content. There's tons of it. Film starter deck is coming. That's coming in Q1 2023. Super excited for that. Same time frame. We're also getting starter deck number 6, which is the Navy starter deck, and that's going to be introducing the black color to the game. Then we've got Paramount War coming out also in early 2023. I think this is going to be closer. I think that's going to be probably closer to March-ish time frame, February, March, if I were to guess. Then we have the official sleeves number 2, which is super cool. So from Film Red, we've got this sweet looking Luffy. We got the actual backing to the cards, as well as the pink backing to the cards, and then we have the cute Chopper sleeves. Lastly, we've got some deck boxes. In my opinion, these aren't super duper crazy. These are going to be cheaper, especially with their price. I would wait or buy higher quality deck boxes. And the 9-pocket binder, the art is super duper cool on these. I bought one of these just because I really like the art. I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going to put cards in these. Maybe I'll make this like a trade binder or something like that, so that I can take it out and enjoy it and things like that. But it is, it's not a zip up, which makes me nervous about the cards falling out. I'm not a huge fan of these top loading, you know, like binder pages. They're just not super high quality, and a lot of the times your cards can get dinged if it's a 3-ring binder, which is what I think this is. It is cool that you might get, you know, that you get a pack of Romance Dawn with it, as well as getting, if you pre-ordered these originally, if you were within the first so many orders, you had the chance of getting demo decks as well, which I'm a little less fond of the demo decks after having gotten them and opened them. They're fun to play with, and it's nice that they're in English, but they're not legal. So if I'm not allowed to play with them, it just kind of seems ridiculous to hunt them down. Definitely don't pay for them. That's my opinion. If you can't play with it, don't pay for it. I'm gonna definitely do some openings on the channel. I think I want to stream at least one box, and then I'll probably do a more controlled opening that I release late. But I would love to be able to hopefully stream it one of the nights that I get it. And I am so glad that you guys found the channel. If you like the video, do the thing, and don't forget, sail on.
NES.